On the 12th of July, -100, Gaius Julius Caesar was born into a patrician family in Rome, known for their political prominence and connections. Julius Caesar's father, Gaius Caesar, was a praetor, while his mother, Aurelia Cotta, came from a respectable family. Their union placed Caesar in the heart of Roman political life. From a young age, Caesar exhibited great ambition and political acumen, traits that would later shape his destiny as one of Rome's most powerful leaders. In his adolescence, Caesar became notable for his education, being tutored by the finest scholars of the time, learning rhetoric and philosophy. As a young man, he navigated the complex Roman political landscape, aligning himself with influential figures to bolster his ambitions. Caesar served in various military capacities, gaining experience that would be crucial in his later conquests. His early campaigns in Asia Minor showcased his tactical skills. He returned to Rome and, recognizing the power of alliances, formed the first triumvirate with Pompey and Crassus in 60 BC, changing the political landscape. Caesar's military campaigns in Gaul were marked by swift conquering and writing detailed accounts of his battles, encapsulated in his work Commentary de Bello Gallico. His campaigns not only expanded Roman territories significantly, but also brought immense wealth to Rome, thus increasing his popularity and power. In 49 BC, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River, a pivotal moment in history, signifying the start of a civil war against Pompey and the Senate. Following a series of battles, Caesar emerged victorious, solidifying his position as dictator of Rome, a title that redefined governance. Caesar initiated several reforms during his rule, including the reorganization of the calendar that introduced the Julian calendar, which is still in use today. Despite his popularity, many senators, fearing his increasing power, conspired against him, leading to his assassination on the Ides of March, 44 BC. Following his death, Caesar's assassination marked a turning point that ignited a series of events, leading to the establishment of the Roman Empire. Caesar's legacy lived on through his adopted heir, Octavian, who would later become Emperor Augustus, transforming Rome forever. Caesar's life and death inspired countless works of literature, including Shakespeare's famed tragedy, allowing his story to resonate through the ages. In the broader context of history, Caesar's military strategies and political reforms laid the groundwork for modern governance and warfare. The term Caesar became synonymous with power. Future leaders, including emperors in many cultures, would adopt it as a title, influencing historical governance. Julius Caesar's life story serves as a cautionary tale of ambition, power, and betrayal, reminding us of the delicate balance in governance. From birth, Julius Caesar's life was intertwined with the flow of history, and his actions continue to provoke thought on leadership and legacy. As Act 1 closes, the origins of Caesar's greatness provide a glimpse into the rising tide of change that will reshape Rome and the world. As a child, Julius Caesar exhibited strong leadership qualities, often organizing games with his peers, indicative of his future role in politics. His family's connections provided him with ample opportunities to engage with the upper echelons of Roman society. At the age of 16, after his father's death, Caesar became the head of his family, stressing the importance of duty in his upbringing. This experience cemented his resolve to achieve greatness and uphold his family's honor. In 82 BC, during the conflict between the Populares and Optimates, Caesar's life was threatened by the dictatorship of Sulla. He fled Rome, demonstrating his early capacity for survival and political maneuvering. While in exile, Caesar began to build alliances and gather support from the voiceless citizens, setting the foundation for his later political strategy that emphasized popular support. Returning to Rome in 78 BC, Caesar began his political career by aligning himself with powerful allies, allowing him to climb the ranks of Roman society and eventually being elected as quaestor. Caesar's military prowess became evident during his campaigns in Hispania as a propraetor, where he gained both experience and notable acclaim, setting the stage for future military leadership. In 60 BC, after years of strategic political maneuvering, Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus formed the First Triumvirate, a powerful alliance that significantly reshaped Roman governance. Following the alliance, Caesar led successful military campaigns in Gaul, achieving victories that amplified Rome's territorial reach and solidified his command over the legions. Caesar's military campaigns were meticulously documented in Commentari de Bello Gallico, showcasing his strategic mind and further elevating his status as a distinguished leader in Rome. In 49 BC, Caesar's audacious decision to cross the Rubicon River was a decisive act of defiance against the Senate, marking the beginning of a civil war. The ensuing civil war saw Caesar clash with Pompey, leading to significant battles, including the pivotal confrontation at Pharsalus, where he secured a decisive victory. After defeating Pompey, Caesar returned to Rome as a triumphant leader. His popularity soared as he enacted reforms that benefited the populace, including land redistribution. Amid his rise, Caesar also faced challenges, including opposition from conservative senators who feared his growing power and influence over Rome's political landscape. In 46 BC, upon returning from another successful campaign in Africa, Caesar celebrated a grand triumph in Rome, solidifying his popularity and power among the citizens. Despite his accomplishments, Caesar's dictatorship sparked fears of monarchy, leading to increasing discontent among senators who conspired against him. In March 44 BC, Caesar was declared dictator perpetuo, dictator for life, an event that alarmed many in Rome and intensified conspiratorial plots against him. On the Ides of March 44 BC, Caesar attended the Senate, where he was surrounded by conspirators who had planned his assassination, marking a turning point in Roman history. As the conspirators struck, Caesar famously uttered "et tu, Brute," before being overwhelmed, signaling not only his death, but the dramatic shift in the Roman political landscape. Caesar's assassination sparked a power struggle that led to further civil wars, ultimately paving the way for the rise of his adopted heir Octavian and the formation of the Roman Empire. Caesar's legacy continues to resonate through history, symbolizing both the complexities of power and ambition. His life and death influenced leaders and governance well into the future. In his early youth, Caesar's natural leadership emerged as he organized games for the elite children of Rome, befriending future influential figures who would shape his life and politics. At the age of 16, following the death of his father, Caesar assumed the role of head of his family, highlighting the pressures of duty and responsibility that forged his character. In 82 BC, political upheaval forced Caesar to flee Rome, a period marked by covert maneuvering and alliance building among the common people. Returning in 78 BC, he began his career as quaestor, gaining vital military experience and rising through the ranks, making connections that would prove invaluable. Caesar's alliance with Pompey and Crassus in 60 BC, forming the First Triumvirate, marked a significant shift in the political landscape of Rome, uniting powerful factions. His military campaigns in Gaul, detailed in his work Commentarii de Bello Gallico, not only expanded Rome's territory, but also solidified his fame and credibility as a leader. In 49 BC, Caesar's decision to cross the Rubicon River was a pivotal moment, igniting a civil war that would change the course of Roman history forever. His victory at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC against Pompey decisively shifted power dynamics, positioning Caesar as the unrivaled leader of Rome. Upon returning to Rome, Caesar initiated numerous reforms that addressed social issues and attempted to stabilize governance amidst political chaos. Despite his efforts, increasing power and new titles alarmed senators, leading to rising tensions and opposition that would culminate in catastrophe. In 46 BC, his triumphant return to Rome after defeating Pompey's forces was marked by lavish celebrations, reinforcing his position and popularity among the people. Despite his achievements, being appointed dictator perpetuo in March 44 BC crossed a line, striking fear into the hearts of his former allies and adversaries alike. The infamous Ides of March arrived in 44 BC, leading to his assassination by a coalition of senators, shaking the very foundations of Roman politics. Caesar's assassination sparked a power vacuum, igniting a series of civil wars that ultimately paved the path for the establishment of the Roman Empire. His legacy lived on through the rise of his adopted heir, Octavian, eventually known as Augustus, who founded the Roman Empire, forever changing the course of history. Julius Caesar's impact extended far beyond his life, as his political maneuvers and reforms laid the groundwork for modern governance and centralized authority. His life serves as an archetype of ambition, leadership, and the complexity of power, profoundly influencing future leaders, writers, and political thought across civilizations. As a pivotal figure in history, Caesar's story is one of triumph and tragedy, reminding us that ambition can lead to great achievements, but also catastrophic downfalls. In the larger context of Roman history, Caesar's rise and fall illustrate the fragility of power, leading to a transformation in how future leaders approached governance. Unraveling the personal motivations behind Caesar's ambition gives insights into the human condition, desire for power, love for legacy, and the hunger for greatness. Ultimately, Julius Caesar embodies the timeless struggle between the individual and the state, his life serving as a cautionary tale for those who seek power. As history progressed, Caesar's name became synonymous with leadership and ambition, influencing countless works of art and literature throughout the ages. In summary, Julius Caesar's extraordinary life, filled with ambition, strategic acumen, and tragic flaws, left an indelible mark on the tapestry of world history, both celebrated and scrutinized.